Hi everyone, I'm Chef Dan. In today's video, I want to share with you a simple 4-ingredient recipe that I use to make homemade pickled onions and jalapenos. Let's get started. If you're like me, then you love everything pickled. So I wanted to share this recipe because it's just 4 simple ingredients that most people typically have in their home. Alright, you want to get started by gathering your equipment and ingredients. For your equipment, you're going to need a small pot, 2 jars with lids, a sharp knife, cutting board, and measuring cups. And now for the ingredients. I start with 1/3 cup of white sugar. From there I go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. And then we have 2 ingredients left. One is going to be 1 cup of water. I like to use this distilled water. I do think it makes a difference. So I'll go ahead, add that to the pot. And then last, I'm going to add equal parts vinegar, which is 1 cup of white distilled vinegar. I'll add that to the pot, and then I'm going to move to the stovetop. Now I'm going to place the pickling liquid on a burner, set it to medium, and all I'm trying to do here is to dissolve the salt in the sugar. I don't want to boil this, and I actually want to pull it before it boils. Typically this takes about 10 minutes, could take a little longer. It'll give you a chance to cut your vegetables. So I give the jalapenos a nice wash, and then I'm going to take them to the cutting board. I start by cutting the top or the stem off of the jalapeno. I always make sure that I have a trash bowl near my cutting board. It helps me stay organized and clean. I then start cutting my way down the jalapeno into these rounds. I do this by hand. You could do this with a mandolin. That'll give you a very even and uniform cut. However, most people I don't think have a mandolin at home, so I think it's good to do it by hand. Plus I like the rustic feel and the rustic look to it. As you can see here, not all of the jalapenos are exactly the same size, and I like that. I think there's something charming about that. This is the size onion that I think works best for pickling. They aren't too big. I would describe this as a medium size onion. They're also very round. So with the onions, I cut off the top of the onion. From there, I'm going to go ahead and cut them in half through the stem. I peel back the first layer of skin. I'm okay with losing a little bit of onion here, because if you get any of the skin or some of it, it just never really breaks